Hey guys and gals, I got another one for you today. Today I'm on my IS4 on Thiepval Ridge, and unfortunately once again I'm not recording, but I have to feature the IS4 because it gets so much hate. People don't like this tank. They say it's overpowered, or it's been power crept, underpowered, and it's like the same talk that the E5 gets, and to me they're very similar. Now the big difference is the IS4 has phenomenal side armor and the E5 does not. But the E5 is a little bit more mobile with a bit better reload, and it carries more shells. The IS4 is an awesome tank. It was actually Thyderian's first tier 10. I think it was his first tier 10. Anyways, and mine was the IS7, so we usually play these tanks with good synergy. And then when I got my IS4, I tried to do things that Thyderian was doing in his tank, or what I thought he was doing, and I could not do it. I was getting penned from every which way, and I didn't like this tank. And really, it was also the mindset of just listening to people tell me how bad this tank is. And as I started to get better at the game, I took my time and kind of learned the nuances and the strengths of this thing. Took tips and tricks from Thyderian to learn how to play it better. And you see I bounce a shell from a 65T. I mean, he's going to struggle to even pen my lower plate. So I'm taking my time. It's got an FV215B next to him, but as long as that FV's on the right side of him, I can use this hill in between us, and the FV would have to drive all the way over to get his gun to press down in. Now the 65T decides that he needs to pull out sideways in front of two tier 10 heavy tanks, soon to be 3, and the FV decides he's going to come over and they're going to put us in a 3-on-3 combat here. However, their 65T is dispatched, and I turn my armor towards the K91 on the ridge, and I block the shell, and I also block my E5 shell, so I say sorry. Now this FV215B, I mean, as long as these two guys are going to come with me, I'll take a shell for them. I'll tank it. But I am going to get behind him. I don't want to fight him frontally with my other two heavy tanks. A, it gets us spread out so we're not shooting into each other. B, we have one tank behind him and one tank in front of him, so he's in a close range crossfire. He can't deal with both of us. Now what he should do is try to put me in between him and my E5, but it's just so over. It's over so quick that he really can't do anything there. The K91 ran away. And as soon as the FV215B backs up, the K91 is useless in that position because the FV can't give him cover fire, and we can just deal with the K91. So it's right for that K91 to leave that situation, and especially since he has tanks coming up behind him, they're both kind of screwed there. I'm definitely not saying that this is an OP tank, but it is much better than most people give it credit for. I like to be aggressive in it just like the E5 and utilize the high rate of fire. I think it's the highest rate of fire for all the Soviet heavy tanks. The 277 might get close, but I'm not sure on that. Weak points on this thing are the lower plate, and then there's a piece of metal right above the gun on the turret, and it's angled really well, but HE rounds can overmatch it, so you don't really want to be below tanks. If they know how to pen that piece on your turret, then you'll be in big trouble. But if you're like flat ground or above them, it's not too much of a problem. And like the E5, if you're wiggling in this thing or just always moving, your weak points are not easy to hit. Even the lower plate, when it's angled, is pretty strong. Alright, so we're coming up onto a waffle, tier 9. I think a Tiger 2 and a E4. So I'm going to zoom out here, and I just kind of want to show you guys the positioning of not only my team, but how the whole battle within the battle transpires. So I shoot the waffle, I rammed the waffle, and he kind of juked me, so I didn't get a full ram, but that's okay because that allows me to continually drive forward to get my next shot set up. And I end up shooting the waffle again, killing him, and now I'm up on this rock using this ridgeline. Our Progetto takes out their Tiger 2. I'm going to look down, pen the cupola of the E4, and then our IS-7 takes him out. Alright, so then there's only 3 reds left, and this probably would be an ace tanker if my team wasn't so good, but we won both sides of this map, so unfortunately it's just going to be a level 1 ace tanker. And honestly, it's got quite a bit of damage, but it's not worthy of even a level 1 yet, I don't think, and I'll show you why I boosted up to a level 1 and just give you a pointer on why tracking is so important. A, when you're trying to get XP for your tank, and B, when you're trying to get mastery badges, ace tankers. So as we come up onto this E100, I don't have enough DPM to take 2700 damage off, especially when he's surrounded. But what I can do is I can track him, and I'm going to get 50% of all that damage, right? So I'm essentially, I don't know how exactly that XP works out, but rather than getting 2 shots for 800 damage, I'm getting half of his health just by tracking him in place. So that gives me a ton of assisted damage. 3,800 damage, 3,500 assisted. 1 kill. Maybe if I had a couple other kills, this could have been an ace tanker, but definitely a great result. And just want to show the push power of the IS4. You can see I was leading the team, kind of setting the tempo for my team, and that's what I do about IS4 and in my E5. The difference is the E5 can't push past the red team because then its sides are exposed, where the IS4 can get away with driving behind them. Now, I wouldn't recommend driving behind the red team if you don't have any support, but I had a lot of heavy tanks with me, so it was easy to be able to push past them. And like KV4 can get away with that in big dog matches. Its turret's a little weaker because it's got flat spots, but now I'm just babbling, so I'll quit babbling. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.